let me do that. So we've got 2 4s in there.
Yeah.
So rather than divide by 3, we're timesing by 3. So you add the 2 and the 4 up, which gives you 8.
What? 2 and 4? That was
Um,
4. That was 4.
yeah.
Oops.
Okay, question mark. Divide by 3 equals 5. So basically we times by 3.
Yeah.
How do you actually do that? So
Don't overthink it.
yeah, times by 3, so 15
Yeah.
on one side. 3 times, is it 3 times 8, which is 24?
The reason why you so basically the reason why you times by 3 was to get rid of the divided by 3.
Right. Okay.
And so
So oh, of course. So basically, we've just got the 8. We know that it's 8, but how do we get from 8 to 15?
yeah.
So it's basically 15 take away 8. That's your answer.
Yeah.
Take away 8, which is 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
And so I wouldn't even, now that you're past the non-calculator, I wouldn't go too much into the kind of this rearranging stuff. Just,
Sure.
like you needed it to make 15, and so it has to be
Sure.
7.
Right. Okay.
Just keep that simple. Yeah. How about this?
Okay. That mean 4 numbers is 6. So 6. So rather than divide by 4, we're timesing by 4.
Mm-hmm.
So so we want to know what the total is. So 4 plus 6 plus 7, that's 17.
Mm-hmm.
So 17 plus question mark. Times.
So what do they have to add up to?
So right now they add up to 17.
And so the 4 of them have to end up with a mean of 6.
6.
So what total would give you a mean of 6?
So would it be 4 times 6?
Yeah.
Which is 24.
Yeah.
So it has to add up to 24. And then,
Yeah.
24 minus 17 gives you your answer. So that's 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Very similar.
Okay. Okay, so we've got divide by 4, so times 4. So it should add up to 40.
Well done.
So you just add up all the numbers. So we've got 12 plus 15 plus 6, which is 33. So that's 7.
There you go.
Right.
X equals 7. So those are just kind of mean
Sure.
exclusively.
I'll tell you one question that caught me out. It was a very minor
Yeah.
thing, but there was a factorized question, and not factorized, yeah, factorized, put into brackets basically. So it was w squared minus 9, and I wrote out outside the bracket 3w and then w minus 3 within the brackets. But that would
Uh,
be wrong, wouldn't it?
yeah.
Because then it would mean it would be 9 minus 9w, and it just confused me.
So it's a special type of quadratic. Let me just make this one. Yeah, w squared minus 9. So that's the same as w squared plus 0, w minus 9.
Of course. Oh, I remember this one. So you have two brackets, two
Yeah,
sets of brackets, and a
yeah,
plus 3 and a minus 3,
yeah,
and a w in each bracket, of course.
yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause I thought I was going crazy, and then yeah, no, it makes sense.
Yeah, it's kind of a hidden quadratic.
Mm.
So I just want to see where we stopped last time. Yep.
I also looked at the type of simultaneous equation where you have to rearrange.
Yeah.
A really difficult one, but watched the video and it did make a lot more sense when I looked at the video. I don't know. Hopefully I can pull it off.
Okay. This is where we stopped
Right.
yesterday, question 56. So we're making good progress.
Okay.
Okay, how about this?
Okay, so what is the population in 1980? 1980 population is so there's 752 population in
That's
1980s.
1980. That would so. This is from 750 to 800. Not that would be if it was 750,
Oh,
760.
of course. Right. So sorry, it would be 700 and it's just 5 squares, so each square must go up in 20s. Um, oh, so yeah, it'd be 760
Yeah.
times.
Well done. Okay. Next one.
Okay, which year was the population? 700. So it's 1970. Population is expected to increase by 120. Work out the expected population 2020. So, okay, so yeah, population is expected to increase by 120. So, work out the increase. So, 120. So would that be 20? So we go up to 50. That'd be 1,000.
What is it currently?
1050. Um, 1070. So 1070. Is that?
To increase by 120. So what is the last known population?
The last one is actually it's 990.
And it's
So
going to
it's
increase by 120.
okay. So that would be
That would be calculator.
yeah. 20 plus 120. Yeah. That's 1110.
So that is 1110. Yep.
Right.
So just calculator.
Yeah.
Construct the equation and calculate.
Sure.
Yeah, I think that's okay. So that's 56. 557. Okay, so now you have to draw your own
Right.
frequency polygon.
I can't see the screen yet.
Sorry. So that's the data. And I'll just bring up the thing.
Okay, so temperature is so it's basically the midpoint. So
Well done.
oh sorry.
Yeah, no, that's good. Okay, how do we do it?
Okay, so the midpoint is for the first one. Well, it's going to be 1. So in miles, so 1, and then so 1 miles, and then going up to 20, and you make a plot at 20.
Yeah. 120. And you do that for all of them. And then at the end?
So, yes, you do that at the end, and then you just join the dots.
Yeah. And do you know what polygon means? So just means straight line.
Oh, okay.
So, yep, there we go. There we go. That's the best I can do.
Great.
Okay, oh, good one. Hold on. How about this?
Okay, one student is chosen at random. Work out the probability that the student travels more than 6 miles to school. So we've got 6 miles. So this actually came up in the exam, and I just got confused by it. So
probability is always the amount out over the total. Amount out of the total.
Sure. So more than 6 miles. Is this so 6, so how would say 6? 4. Would it be 4 out of 50?
Let's take a look. More than 6 miles to school. So how many?
So more than 6 miles. So it'd be 3 out of 50.
This group here, that's like
Right.
6, 7, and 8, but
Right.
not including 6.
I'm not including 6. Where's my question? Six masters. So we can see it's
And so it's like basically these two groups. So that's
these two
6 or
groups.
more. Like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So you would add those, so it would be 7 out of 50.
Yeah.
All right.
50. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's more than that. I'm going to leave that. Hang on, I can hear something beeping. Try this one. Let's back in a sec.
What areas? One, 6, plus 1, 9, 3, 2, 8, 8. Round up to the nearest 10. 330. So it's going to be
Across the bridge.
okay. So with this
So,
one,
so what did you get there?
it's okay. So to round up to the nearest 10 would be 330.
Mm-hmm.
Nearest 100 would just be 300.
Mm-hmm.
Nearest integer would be um, nearest. That's basically a whole number.
Mm-hmm.
So would that be? Would it be 300? Yeah.
No, it's like rounding to the nearest whole number. So like rounding to the nearest 1.
All right. So 330.
Yeah, tricky one.
One decimal place would be 329.5.
Well done. That's it. Okay. Here.
Okay. List of possible combinations. So with this, it would just be combinations. So it would just be golf, ice skating, golf, swimming, golf, dodgeball, golf, basketball, and then you move down to football.
Yeah.
FI, FS, FD, FB, and
Yeah.
then rugby.
I think you're okay for the rest of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this one. Any idea about this?
Okay, put brackets. Following statements to make them true. Okay, so this is budness.
Mm-hmm.
So multiply first. So put the brackets. Put 6 times 7 in the brackets.
So we'll put this into your calculator and see what it says.
All right. It says 37.
And
So
so you have to put brackets around something to make it be.
right. So I'd put the brackets in 6 times 7 brackets plus 3 minus 8. Oh, it still comes out as 37.
And so that's because it was already doing that first. So you're now having to put in the bracket somewhere to break the binmas thing. So that you do something else first.
Right. So you actually do the multiplication first. So 42, maybe 42 plus 4 minus 8. What? Put brackets in the following statements.
So you could put them like around here or something, that way, or around these two. So that happens first, that type of thing.
I see. Okay. So in that case, it would be 6 brackets 7 plus 3 minus 8 close brackets. Oh my god, got 12.
No wrong with that. So, and I would like keep a track of where you've tried, and whatever it might be. Okay.
So yeah, I put brackets within the 7 plus 3 minus 8.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Okay. Go on.
right, so I'll go and try something else. So 6 brackets 7 close brackets minus 8. Oh, I got it. So it was 6 and then brackets 7 plus 3 close brackets minus 8.
That's it. And so I would do it following some kind of a system. So like first around 6 and 7, then around 7 and 3, then around 3 and 8. And then once you've tried all the 2 numbers, then you do the 3 numbers, like 6 times 7 plus 3, 7 plus 3 minus 8, so something like that. Okay, next one.
Right, so I'm going to try 4 brackets 4 plus 3 close brackets 7 plus 1. Oops, definitely didn't work. So what I just did was I did 4 plus 3.
In a bracket?
Sorry, yeah, in brackets 7, and then minus 1, yeah, and it was wrong. So
okay.
So 4 plus 11. minus 1. Yeah, I just got it wrong again. 4 plus 3, bracket 7, and then minus 1.
So I think you skipped one place for the bracket.
Yeah.
So first you put it starting at the 4, then you put it starting at the 7.
Right.
So what one did you skip?
So, guys, it's really tricky.
So the first one started at 4.
Yeah.
Your next one started at 7. What one?
Oh, do it with 3. So 4 plus bracket 3 times 7, close bracket, minus 1. 24 is incorrect.
Yeah, so I didn't expect it to be right, but it's good to follow that
Right.
system. So you've tried all the 2-number combinations. What's next?
Is it not possible to move the 7? You can't move around the numbers, can you? You have to.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I'd move the brackets instead of the numbers.
right. So we've got brackets within the 7 minus 1, brackets 3 times 7, brackets plus 3.
So you've exhausted all the possibilities for 2 numbers in a bracket. So now you'd move up to 3 numbers in a bracket.
Oh, right.
Starting back from the start again.
Okay, so brackets 4 plus 3 times 7, close brackets, plus 1. Right, that didn't work. So I did brackets 4 plus 3 times 7 minus 1.
With the 4, 3, and 7 in a bracket?
4, yeah, 4, 3, and 7. Right.
Okay. And
So now I'll do 4 plus brackets 3 times 7 minus 1, close brackets. Still wrong. Yeah, that didn't work either. 24.
Because that's everything then. Put brackets in the following settings to make them true. 42. So 42 is 6 times 7. Oh, wow. You need 2 pairs of brackets. I didn't know you could do that. Yeah.
Wow. That's a bit cheeky.
So 42, the way I thought of it is like that's like 6 times 7. And so
yeah.
how could you make it 6 and 7?
Right. So so 4. I'm thinking brackets 4 plus 3, close brackets, and then another bracket for 7, and then minus 1. Yeah. Oh, no, that's wrong. 48. So yeah, that was the second. It was just a bracket 7, and then outside the bracket minus 1. That didn't work.
Well, 4 plus 3 makes 7. So how could you make 6?
6. Oh, minus 1. So how about 4 So brackets for +3 -1 close brackets. I thought you couldn't move the numbers around.
So you can make 6 with the 7 minus 1.
7 -1. So, alright, hold on. +3 close brackets, new brackets, 7 -1. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did not think of that.
Yeah.
2 sets of brackets. There you go.
Great.
It's a common enough type of question. Just follow a system.
Right.
And so long as you follow some system from start to finish, then it'll work out. I just didn't even conceive of having that. And I suppose doing this, like breaking the number down, like 42 is 6 times 7. That kind of helps because we ended up doing 7 and 6.
Sure.
Okay, what is this?
Okay, how much does she pay? So, she's special for shop. So, both items. Both items receive 4% discount. So, both items come to total. It's £214. So we'll know 4% of so £214 divided by 100 times 4. No, that's not right. 4%, so 4 divided by 100. So, so 1/25 times 189 plus. So it's £32.56. That's what 4% of that price is. And then you subtract. So, so 9, 214, take away. God, I can't remember what I. Oh, right. 1/25 of 214. So
So I can write down the stuff if you want.
So basically, 4 out of 100 is 1/25.
Yeah.
So the total price, 189 plus 25 is £214. So it's 1/25 of £214. So 1/25 times £214, which comes out as 8.56. Is that correct?
And so you're taking that away from 214?
Yeah. So 214 take away 856. It's £205.44.
So there's another way to do it, and
yeah, I'm sure there's an easier way of doing it. But...
So you were right at the beginning to do it that way. To add the two together, 189 plus 25. And then if it's a 4% discount, well, how much percent is left over?
Oh, so 96%.
Yeah, and so you can do times 96.
Yeah.
I don't see. Oh, yeah. You can do times 96%.
Right. So the price, so 214 times 96.
And 96% is the same as 0.96 if that's
yeah,
a bit more normal.
Sure. Yeah.
Plus 25. Right. So I'll just get the whole thing in one go.
Sure.
So that's what it would look like. So just have that for your notes. Yeah, so instead of subtracting the like absolute amounts, you instead subtract the percentages first and use that. Any questions there?
With compound interest, maybe we could look at those as well. I guess with that, if it's compound interest, it's higher, isn't it? So you add it to 100%.
Well, there is such a thing as like compound decrease, compound depreciation they call it, and so it would just be like if it was 3 years, it would be to the power of 3.
Right.
Like just times it 3 times.
Sure.
Okay. How about this?
I can only see the question. I can't see the picture. Oh, sorry.
Can you see?
No, I can only see the question so
far. Yeah. This is the next question.
Oh, I thought there was a picture. Sorry. Okay. It was a triangle. The ratio 1, 2, 3. That's the size of the largest angle. So basically, we have to add up all the parts, which is 10, 11, 12. So it's 12 parts. So 180 divided by 12? No.
Yep.
Yeah, 180. So 180 divided by 12. So each part is 15. Mm-hmm. So 15 times 1 is obviously 15.
Mm-hmm.
And then 15 times 2 is 30. 15 times 9 is 135. So it's 135 is the largest one.
Yeah. That's fine. Good there. Okay. Right. Oh, hang on. Made a mistake here. Yeah.
Okay. Right. So 62 people at one. 13 other people at one. Okay, 69 people. 13 people for women. Okay, complete the frequency tree. So 62 total. So we want, but for the women, it's going to be 39 over 62.
So this isn't probability. This is frequency, so it's just the amount.
All right. Okay. So it's a frequency tree. So in that case, it would just be 39 for women.
Yep.
For men, 5 men made it through to the final. Well, I guess to find out what the men is, it would just be 62 take away 39. So it'd be 23 for the men.
Okay.
And it says 11 people made it through to the final. So for the men, we can put 5 people made it through to the final. So to work out who was eliminated, so there's 23 men in total. So again, 23 take away 5, 18. So 18 people got eliminated. For the women, so 11 people went into the final, and the rest were eliminated. So 11 take away 5, 6. So 6 people made it. 6 women made it to the final.
Mm-hmm.
So 11. Sorry, 11 take away 6. So yeah, 5 people were eliminated.
How many women?
5 women.
How many women were there?
Oh, so 39. Oh, of course. So there are 39 women in total. So 39 take away 6, 33. So 33 were eliminated.
Yep. Part B.
Okay, what fraction of the men made it through to the final? So it's going to be 5 out of 23.
So B. So it's 5 out of 23. Yep, well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, so frequency tree, it's like a probability tree, but it's not a fraction. It's just the absolute amounts.
Right.
And that's how you go about it. Any questions about
it? No, just other than that, I thought it was a probability tree, but yeah.
I actually I felt bad about, because I thought, oh no, I forgot to do frequency trees, but luckily it didn't. Luckily it didn't come up on paper one, so
yeah,
got away with it.
Okay. Just was telling you, I remember the wall. The wall is 200 halves and squares. Halves are squares with a length of 20 centimeters. Each box contains 15 tiles. Cost. How much will it cost? Tiles. So squares with side level. So basically, so the length of the tile is 20 centimeters. So I guess 240 divided by 20 is 12. So um, To work out that, I guess you would do 240 times 200.
Um, so
Like
each tile, so it's like 20. So how many of those tiles could you fit across?
12.
So it's 12 going that way. And then how about up and down?
So up and down is going to be 200 divided by 20, which is 10. So it's going to be 10 going down.
So you've got 10 going that way.
And then you just 10 times 12 is 120.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 120 tiles in total. And it says that each box contains 15 tiles. So 120 divided by 50, which
Mm-hmm.
is 8. So we need 8 boxes. So 8 times. So it'd be 8 times £8.75, which is £70.
There you go. That's it. Yeah, so it's easier to. There's lots of ways of doing it, but it's easier, I think, to just see how many tiles fit in.
Yeah.
It's a very common type of thing. Okay, this one.
Oh God.
Yeah, these symbols. No one's good at them.
Yeah. Okay. A equals multiples of 3. 5. So multiples of 3. So to put the numbers in A, we need multiples of 3. So 3 would go in A. 3, 6 go in A.
So A has two regions, the left and the middle.
Right. Oh, so we should start with the middle. So the ones in the middle are going to be common factors, common multiples.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was what I wanted to ask you actually. I had a question about HCF, but I just found it a bit confusing. But, so the middle. So common multiples of 3 and 5. So 15 would go in the middle.
It looks like that's it.
Yeah, that's it. So with 3, it's just going to be 6. So 3, 6, 9, 12, and the rest. So for 5, it would be 5, 10, 15's already there, and that's it.
And this weird symbol.
Oh, so everything will go outside. All the remaining numbers go outside
Yeah.
the circles.
4, 7, 8, 11, 13, 14, and 16.
Cool.
And how about this?
And so this is going to be this is the intersection, so it'd be 15.
Yeah. What if you were to summarize the data down? So how many are in the middle? or what is the probability of picking a 15 randomly?
Right. So it'll be 15 out of the quantity of the numbers. No.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, it will be 15 out of 16.
Well, how many 15s are there?
So 115.
Yeah.
So
So
one.
it's a bit more obvious when they do like A, B, C, D, something like that.
Yeah.
It gets confusing that the number is on the thing. So let's take a look. Hang on, highest common factor. Do you know what it was you weren't sure about?
Yeah. So basically, it said work out the common multiple. I'll find the question. I've got it in front of me actually.
Yeah, we could do.
It was.
Yeah. So you could do the lowest common multiple for this one.
Yeah.
So how do you go about it?
Yeah, it said lowest common multiple of 32 and 50. So
Okay.
So basically, 32 and 50. Obviously, I don't want to have to write everything down, like go through the times table and line it up. You can use the calculator. So,
Mm-hmm.
so is it you do 32 equals and then shift fact. So it's 2 to the power of 5 for 32. And then for 50 equals shift fact 2 times 5 squared. And then do you just times everything together? So 2 times 5 squared.
After you've put it in a Venn diagram, you times everything.
Right.
So what would it be in a Venn diagram?
So right. So we put it in the Venn diagram. So common. So 2 would go in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
That leaves us with 2 to the power of 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then 5 squared.
Yeah.
And then you just times across.
Yeah.
That one. Okay. So 2, 4 times 2 times 5 squared. 800.
Yeah, that's good. 800. Yeah, so the problem is if you would have an extra 2, so you'd have like 1,600 if you just multiplied everything, and that's
right.
like the second lowest common multiple. They're going to go up in 800s each time.
Sure. Yeah, that was what I did. I got 1,600, and obviously it was wrong. So HCF, to do the HCF, it's literally just what I did originally. Would it just be 80 equals that? So you write down. So I've got for 80, I've got 2 to the power of 4 times 5.
Okay.
For 32,
So that's the same.
it's the same, yeah. So the highest common factor is going to be 2 to the power of 4. Is that'd be the answer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the highest common factor is basically the thing that goes in the middle.
Right.
So the highest common factor is what they have in common, 2 to the 4, and then the lowest common multiple is the highest common factor times what's left over.
Right.
So 2 to the 4 times 2 times 5. Yeah.
Right.
Any questions there?
Right. So like whenever you're doing whenever it asks you to calculate the LCM, should you always draw out a Venn diagram, do you think?
I would, because it's,
Yeah.
with the powers and stuff, that might not be easy.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
How was that for you, Pierre?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, feeling quite confident, I don't feel as intimidated with questions as I did before.
That's great.
So, yeah.
Um, yeah. So when's our next lesson again?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. Next week is going to be insane. I've got 4 exams, one
Okay.
of which is maths. Um, I'm gonna I'll probably have to email you. Yeah, I have to look at it. I'll send you an email, probably later today,
Okay.
and yeah, we'll work it out. We'll figure something out. But I have to work out in my head how it's going to work really, because it's going to be a very hectic week. So,
Okay. Uh, any questions in general?
no,
All
no,
right. Well, well done, Pierre. You did great. I look forward
yeah,
to trying again next time.
yeah, brilliant. Thanks. I'll email you and let you know about the next class.
Okay. All right.
Brilliant.
Have a good one.
Thanks. Bye bye.
Goodbye.